This here is from The Hollywood Reporter. It's called Johnny Depp and Saudi Prince Have Bromance Like No Other, which they took directly from Vanity Fair, by the way, and most of this. But I gotta admit, the Vanity Fair article was like 15 pages with a 25-minute audio, and I think they're trying to make some kind of conspiracy about what Johnny's doing with this guy. Why is he doing it? Are they good people? This kind of thing. They're not just flat out saying, here's the reality. Hollywood kicked Johnny out of franchises and pretty much canceled him, you could say. And what happened was, these guys here from the Red Sea Film Festival are pretty much picking him up, you could say, working with him. They want to maybe give him a new home as an actor. It could have been Bollywood, it could have been someplace else. But if Hollywood didn't want Johnny, then he was going to go someplace else regardless. But I don't know every little detail. I just don't trust right now Vanity Fair and the Hollywood Reporter are so positive and pro Johnny. But let's see. Johnny Depp struck up a bromance like no other with Saudi Arabia Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, aka MBS, says a Vanity Fair profile. And after getting a royal tour of the Saudi kingdom, the Pirates of the Caribbean star is eyeing a possible seven-figure deal to become a global cultural ambassador as he shoots movies in the country, which is what I'm concerned about. Whatever Johnny does, that's cool. Dior, this seven-figure deal, all right. But I just want to see what movies he makes and what he says about the Beatles, basically, in music. And they quote Depp. Though I admit I was somewhat naive at first to what was transpiring in the region, I've since experienced firsthand the cultural revolution that's happening there, Depp told Vanity Fair, which I'm not going to lie, I don't know so much about at all. Maybe they get more westernized, more movies, things like that. That's what I'd assume. The magazine profile reveals Depp over the past year has spent around 7 weeks in Saudi Arabia, touring the country and getting a first-hand look at its cultural renaissance led by MBS. And they quote Depp again. I've had the opportunity to meet people from various parts of the region who have been most welcoming in sharing with me their culture, traditions, and stories, Depp told the magazine after the Hollywood Reporter earlier reported he and MBS had become best friends. All right, I mean, they're saying that. Maybe Johnny's close to the guy, but Johnny's got some friends over his lifetime, so I'm not sure they're actually best friends forever. You can let me know what you think about that one. And they say here the Red Sea Film Foundation, who this guy's obviously connected to, is financing Depp's new movie with Al Pacino. Okay, no complaints here. They also mention that they helped with financing for Gene DeBari. No complaints on that one either. Then they claim it's part of a possible career comeback for the Hollywood star after a messy divorce with you-know-who Amber Heard. It's a possible career comeback, guys. Johnny, with his tour, Dior, about 3 movies, that wasn't a comeback. He still just got a possible comeback in the works. Hollywood Reporter is really sharp. They must have high IQs working for their paper, or I guess I don't know what a comeback is. They said Johnny asked about some journalist who was unfortunately killed. I know no details. Johnny asked about something that was in the news. Fine. Without getting deep into it, because I don't know much about it and we're not going to research it because it's off topic, seems like there was some controversy over this journalist, if what happened was rightful, and the guy Depp is connected to is saying that it was rightful. Some people say it wasn't. I got no idea. Whatever their point is for including it, I think it's pretty much just unrelated. They do, however, say that Depp isn't claiming to be on this guy's political side. It's about film, culture, and regional progress, which is what I was saying. When it concerns Depp, it's about movies and a couple of other things like music secondary, but that's like a hobby. They then mention the UK case and how Depp needs to polish his brand after the court ruled against him. Let's just keep mentioning that for absolutely no reason. And that's it, it ends there. Let's end it with the UK case because we're the Hollywood Reporter and we're awesome and we include everything when we write. Let's include Johnny's shoe size. Let's include what kind of socks his friend wears. Why not? Maybe Johnny's got a Dr. Seuss book lying around they could talk about. Why not include that? Just throw some random shit in there. If you're going to throw in the UK case, we're talking about movies. All right. Anyway, like I said, the Vanity Fair one was a Goliath. It was huge. At some point, maybe I'll revisit it. Right now, I got things to do. And the good news for me is a possible seven-figure deal for Johnny Depp as a global cultural ambassador. And I could probably name a few people that's going to piss off on X, formerly Twitter. But that's a tale for another time that's coming up definitely if Johnny gets this. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Done here for now. See you next time.